Then we live. Let me turn this down. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna go over is El Salvador. So El Salvador. Listen, the more Bitcoin goes up, the more El Salvador is becoming more of a spot, to the crypto and Bitcoin community. Because look, El Salvador secures an $120 million IMF loan payment despite Bitcoin purchases. So El Salvador secured $120 million payout from the IMF as part of his $1.4 billion loan agreement on condition of reducing Bitcoin exposure. This is huge, fam. This is huge because, well, it's twofold. Because one, El Salvador been buying Bitcoin for a while now. Now they're using that pretty much to leverage loans with anybody. But now they getting loans from the IMF. That makes me seem like, all right, the IMF literally owns your country now. The International Monetary Fund owns your country. So let's see what's happening. So El Salvador, the first country to make Bitcoin a legal tender, has successfully secured $120 million payment from the IMF following the latest review of its $1.4 billion loan in 2024. Am I on YouTube? I can't even see any comments. So I'm not sure. I hit live. This is the first time. Okay, I see. We got people over here on YouTube. Shout out to y'all on YouTube. Of course, the recent loan payment from the IMF comes with conditions wherein El Salvador will have to reduce its Bitcoin exposure. Furthermore, the global monetary body has demanded that the country needs to forego its association with the Chivo wallet by the end of July. So, in quote, the IMF noted on Bitcoin, efforts will continue to ensure that in total, the amount of Bitcoin held across all government-owned wallets remain unchanged. So the $120 million payout by the IMF is part of the larger agreement for the $1.4 billion loan to El Salvador. So this is what I'm saying. Like, you got Bitcoin, you got digital assets, you can leverage the hell out of it. A whole country is leveraging crypto right now. Like, put that in perspective. A whole ass country out here is leveraging cryptocurrency. Right, it is not just for Bitcoin. This is a DeFi play. It's a big ass DeFi play, but a DeFi play nevertheless. Right. So under the condition that Latin America country will cut down on its Bitcoin acquisition plan. Oh, okay. So they gotta cut down on this plan that they have. So earlier in the March, it says that the IMF reiterated its call for El Salvador to halt Bitcoin accumulation and avoid further Bitcoin focused activities. Oh, okay. So they got the phone call. So basically, what happened is that they got the phone call. And forgive me if I don't see you guys on YouTube. I don't see any comments right now. Let me pull up YouTube on my end. Y'all gotta forgive me. This is my first time going on Restream. All right. Ash usually go on Restream. So, I'm figuring it out. Let me go on YouTube and so I can see you guys' comments over there. Because I know I see some people that's on YouTube right now, for sure. Make sure you keep double tapping the screen, sharing the live. Double tap the screen, share the live for sure. Oh, what's good? Okay, yeah. Oh, can't hear me? Okay, I'm on. Okay, I'm good. I'm good on YouTube, right? I'm good, right? Y'all can hear me, right? All right. Should be good money. All right, so let's go back. Let's go back to what I was saying. So the president of El Salvador has affirmed his government's intent to continue purchasing 1 Bitcoin daily. So they purchasing 1 Bitcoin every single day. Every single day. That's crazy. So despite the IMF's recommendations, they still buying Bitcoin. So I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Damn, they got so El Salvador's Bitcoin portfolio. They got well, the wallet they're showing on Twitter anyway is $677 million worth of Bitcoin. They probably got more than that. If they're buying 1 Bitcoin a day, they probably got more than that. Damn, yo. So they got unrealized profit of 386 million, 132% gain. That's wild, fam. That's wild. So listen, El Salvador, listen, they got in early. They bet it all on Bitcoin. It seemed to be paying off because Bitcoin just keep going up. Bitcoin, as you know, went to 111,000. It's down. I think it's in. I think it's under 110, or it's around. It's still around 110. Let me see the chart right now. Let me see the chart. And shout out to everybody, man. So sick of not getting of TikTok notifications. I was out. Okay. It's all good. I just started anyway. It's all good. TikTok be TikToking, so it don't matter. And shout out to everybody that's in the chat right now. Shout out to y'all that's pulling up for sure. Make sure y'all sharing the live. Oh yeah. Bitcoin's at like one. It's way under 110. It's at 107, 107, 108. Yeah. But it's still up 100,000. It's still up over 100,000. So we'll see what happens in the near future. So I got a couple more things to go over for sure. Shout out to you guys over there on YouTube. I'm gonna still check in with y'all. All right. Okay. You said it sounds great. Okay. Bet. Thanks for all that you do. No, thank you for pulling up. Thank you for pulling up for sure. You know what I'm saying? Everything is moving on this end. So we need to stay focused. We just need to stay, abreast on all the news that we can. And shout out to everybody that's in the Telegram. If you're not in the Telegram, you need to get in the Telegram now. If you're not in that Telegram, you need to get in the Telegram now. Because like we said before, we don't always go live. We're not live like 24/7. But that Telegram is 24/7. We go live pretty much every day, but sometimes news comes out. It's in the Telegram, right? Double tap the screen, share the live. Double tap the screen, share the live. The next article that I'm gonna go over is, let's see what we're talking about. GameStop. That's what I wanted to talk about. GameStop. If you remember, Coop was on here last week or the week before, and he was telling people, "Yo, GameStop is about to have it. It's about to have a run, right? GameStop." Because this happened last time. Because GameStop just added 4,700 over 4,700 Bitcoin to his balance sheet. So what do they know? So let's see. As the revealed in the filing, the firm acquired 4,700 Bitcoin units. 4,710 Bitcoin units. Notably, the move demonstrates the firm's growing interest in digital assets and the potential role in reshaping corporate treasury management. So GameStop pushes ahead with Bitcoin purchases. However, the firm did not include the total dollars amount spent. Still, the acquisition confirms that GameStop is adopting Bitcoin as part of its corporate reserves. The decision followed the board approval in March, setting a clear policy to treat Bitcoin as a treasury reserve asset. This is big, fam. This is big. That's what I'm telling you. GameStop has purchased 4,700 over 4,700 Bitcoin, yo. And what's next? Is AMC next? Is AMC next? Because we remember the last cycle, the last thing that happened. Didn't GameStop run up and then it was AMC? Is AMC next? That's what the question I gotta ask. Coop was telling us about this stuff. Shout out to Coop. So GameStop raised $1.5 billion in April by selling convertible notes to support this new approach. According to the update, the funds were directed towards diversifying the company's balance sheet, with Bitcoin being a key part of the strategy. The company now grows a growing list of public firms that hold Bitcoin in their treasuries. Those include Strategy, which was, formerly MicroStrategy, and MetaPlanet, a Tokyo-listed firm. Since the start of last year, both firms have significantly increased their Bitcoin holdings, which proves that GameStop is not alone in this shift. So listen, all these companies keep buying, Bitcoin. They're probably buying all type of cryptocurrencies. It's not just Bitcoin they're buying. They're probably buying XRP, XLM. They're probably all buying all type of stuff, But right now it's still the wild, wild west. Until we get that regulation, it's still the wild, wild west. Right. Shout out to everybody over there on YouTube, on TikTok. Let me see. We got some comments. Definitely, definitely need to. Yeah. Definitely, y'all definitely need to be in the telly. If y'all not in the Telegram, y'all need to be in there for sure. Make sure y'all double tapping the screen. Make sure y'all sharing the live for sure. We appreciate every single one of you guys that's in here right now. 100,000%. Let me change the join over here. All right. So, what's the next thing we got to go over? Because that was pretty interesting. Just add GameStop to the list of companies that's just acquiring cryptocurrency. Crypto ain't going nowhere, fam. It's not going anywhere. Thank you guys for the gifts. Thank you guys for the likes. Keep running it up. Keep running it up for sure. Right. The next article that I wanted to go over is actually a post that Queen sent me. It was actually a post that Queen sent me. Let me read this. It was from Eleanor. I'm back on YouTube. I'm back. All right. It was actually a post. Let me go to the post. Queen has sent me this. Let me pull it up. And make sure you guys are double tapping the screen. Make sure you guys are sharing the live. Shout out to everybody that's that's on the live right now. Pull this up. So let's see what they're talking about. Let's see what we're talking about. It was from Eleanor. She's talking about the market structure bill. So Inside Scoop says the House GOP targets Thursday for introduction of updated market structure bill. The legislation follows a discussion draft released earlier this month by a coalition of top House Republicans. Right, this is big, fam. So we're gonna be on the lookout for Thursday. Thursday, that's tomorrow, ain't it? Yeah, that's tomorrow. So tomorrow we're gonna follow this. We're gonna follow this story. Because we don't know what's gonna happen. So the introduction of the updated market structure bill. What's good, Easy? What's good? Peace to everybody. That's coming in here right now. Of course, wherever you're at on YouTube or TikTok, shout out to you. Let me go to the next article because I want to talk about XRP. XRP ETF, by the way. All right, so let me pull this up. Peace to everybody up in here. Thank you for rocking with me today, Queen. If you wonder where Queen is, she's out and about traveling. So I'm holding it down. All right, so XRP ETF filing from Wisdom Tree is now under review by the SEC. All right, so let's dig into this and see what's happening. So the United States Security and Exchange Commission, the SEC, has decided to review Wisdom Tree's spot XRP ETF, Exchange Traded Fund, right? Application. So this is the commission's first formal review of a U.S. based spot ETF, right? XRP ETF. I think they had a typo in there in the article. So Wisdom Tree XRP ETF gets attention after 5 months. So the SEC is conducting this review to ascertain whether the proposed XRP ETF is committed to protecting investors and their assets. If the agency approves the Wisdom Tree XRP ETF, Trust ETF, it would be the first of its kind in the United States. So if y'all remember back in December of 2024, the company submitted the S1 filing for the spot XRP ETF to the Security Exchange Commission. At that time, it hinted at its intention to list the fund on the CBOE BZX exchange. Upon approval by the US SEC, Bank of New York Mellon Corporation, this will serve as a trustee, fund accountant, and transfer agent for the trust. So the proposed fund aims to offer investors the platform to track XRP's market value via the CME CF Ripple dollar reference rate. Ultimately, they gain XRP exposure through traditional brokerage accounts, bypassing the need for private keys or self-custody. So for people that don't want to hold the asset, could be an option for you, right? But most of us in this chat right now, if you probably hold XRP, you probably hold the asset. You hold the asset for sure, right? But if you don't want to hold the asset and you just don't want that exposure, you don't want to have your own private keys, you don't want to self-custody this stuff, this is probably an option for you if you're even remotely interested, right? So since that December, Wisdom Tree has awaited a decision for the SEC filing. So that review is today, or was it yesterday? Was it today or yesterday? Let me see. This was today. This was today they did this. So the agency did not publish his notice under release until yesterday, which was May 27th. This document initiates more than evaluation of the application. From the day of publication, the commission has up to 240 days to approve or reject the Wisdom Tree XRP trust filing. 240 days. I mean, we're going to have a lot of movement. We're going to have a lot of motion before 240 days. You know what I'm saying? Like if you've been following us for quite some time, if you've been following what we've been saying and everything like that, listen, 240 days, that's a lifetime from now in this market. And y'all know it is. And y'all know it is. Shout out to everybody that's coming up in the chat. I see y'all. I see y'all. I see y'all. What else is it talking about? So apart from Wisdom Tree, other fund managers have filed a list spot for XRP ETFs in the United States. This includes 21 shares, Bitwise, Grayscale Investments, and Canary Capital, all of which are still awaiting the SEC's decision on their individual filings. Listen, we are waiting for regulation. We are waiting for structure. We are waiting for it not to become, the Wild Wild West no more. We need regulation. That's what they're waiting on. So they can talk all this like, okay, we're going to review, stuff like that. Listen, just put the paperwork on the desk, make sure everything is lined up so the president can sign off on it and we can get this show moving, right? We wouldn't have to be doing any of this reviewing and stuff like that if documents would just be signed. But hold tight. We got to be patient. We got to be patient, right? We've been waiting this whole time. Ain't no need to lose focus right now. Right now, yeah. Then he said, sign the papers, sign the damn papers. And y'all remember back on May 1st, the chances for approval for XRP ETFs hit 85%, which was up 65% 2 months earlier. We know it's going to get to 100%. They're going to approve this shit. They have to. They have to. They want to get paid. These people want to get paid, fam. Right? So analysis project that the higher the chance of approval, the better the likelihood of XRP price going up. Of course. Hey, appreciate the gifts. The coin was traded for, it's around that 230 range, right? So these analysis think an approval from the SEC could serve as a catalyst for potential upside for the Ripple associated crypto. Popular crypto analyst Ali Martinez has made a bold prediction of a rally to $15 and beyond. Yo, listen, once you get to $15, once you get to 15, 20, like people still gonna feel like they priced out. It's gonna get there. It's gonna get there. It's gonna get there. I don't know when, but we know it's gonna get there. Like, and people gonna be like, "Oh my God, we didn't know it could reach this far." It's gonna push. It's gonna push. Just wait on it. Just wait on it. Just wait on it. We've been waiting for a while now. I know y'all have, but honestly, they gave y'all more than enough time to accumulate. So Martinez believes that XRP price has broken out of its symmetrical triangle pattern in a multi-year chart trend forming since 2018. So they've been looking at this trend. The chart girls been looking at this trend, and it broke out of its symmetrical triangle pattern. So for your chart people, listen, we is bullish as hell. We on the upside. It seemed like we on the upside, and we know we are. We know we are because look at all the news that's flooding out, right? Shout out to everybody over there. What's going on? I see you, Molly Artworks. Peace. Trying to shake retail out for sure. For sure. They gotta shake retail out. They gotta shake y'all out that aren't psychologically ready for this shit, right? Because there's a lot of people that's psychologically still not ready. right? But we've been a lot of us been in the market for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years or longer. Some of y'all even longer, right? So psychologically, it's just Teflon. Your mental is like Teflon. You like, I'm good. Ain't nothing gonna shake me. Ain't nothing gonna shake y'all, right? But then there's still some of y'all, there's still a few percentage of y'all that's gonna sell. Y'all gonna sell. And it's cool. It's cool because any profit is better than no profit. But listen, $15, that's temporary, man. In my opinion. So let's see what else we got. So that was on XRP. Oh yeah. So Toncoin. This is Telegram news. This is big. As far as AI goes. Let me pull this up. And appreciate y'all for being in the chat. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Appreciate y'all for being here, because honestly, listen, we appreciate y'all. Just trust and believe. We appreciate y'all. All right, Toncoin. Let's pull this up. Let's see what's going on. All right, so Toncoin jumps 16% as Telegram gets $300 million plus XAI equity to integrate with Grok. This is mega, fam. Mega. So Telegram getting them bags right now. Telegram's getting them bags. If you're not on Telegram, you don't know what you're missing out on. So let me read this. So Telegram is no longer just a privacy first chat for crypto bros. And remember, if you was here yesterday, we was talking about Rumble and how Rumble teamed up with Tron, right? So all these platforms are teaming up with the appropriate blockchains or the appropriate platforms that will help them facilitate certain things, because we always say that blockchain, AI going to be working in concert together, right? For sure. So with the dramatic 1-2 punch, a $300 million alliance with Elon Musk's XAI and a 1.5 billion yield bond raise, Telegram has moved from an insurgent platform to profit engine. Oh shit. And we be on Telegram all day, fam. Ton jumped over 16% after they confirmed this collaboration. Yet its future, including IPO prospects, remains a hostage to legal tangle playing out in the French courts. Because Telegram, I think it's a French company. It's based out of Europe. So in a headline-grabbing move, Telegram announced an exclusive distribution agreement with XAI that will embed Grok, which is Musk's chatbot, right? Chatbot into the platform for 1 year. So the terms: XAI will pay $300 million in cash, as well as equity and 50% of all Grok-related subscription revenue through the Telegram stream. Damn, that's crazy. That is big. So the CEO said, "Together we win," celebrating what he framed as a platform-defining moment. The move marks Telegram's first major monetization of its 1 billion monthly active members, a sharp pivot from its historically donation and debt-fueled operations. So this is, whoa, this is major. So, you got to go where the big money goes. So we're going to be seeing more and more of these things happen, more and more of these partnerships happen, whether it be AI companies or blockchain companies partner up with traditional platforms. Just be on the lookout. Don't be surprised, if Facebook or, Meta, or which I call it Meta, or any of these other platforms start, partnering up with certain blockchains or certain AI companies, or, whatever. All right. Somebody said, I'd rather lend mine out with interest versus selling. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm solo today, Paul. I'm solo today. Queen will be back tomorrow for sure. From cash burn to cash flow. So let's see. Telegram also disclosed its first ever profit, $540 million in 2024 on revenue of 1.4 billion. This figure marks a dramatic turnaround from prior years, when the company operated at a steep loss, with 15 million paying users and organic growth of 2.5 million users per day. 2025 revenue has forecasted at $2 billion, with the profit exceeding 700 million, right? So there is no surprise here that Elon Musk was like, yeah, let me link up with y'all because, we got X over here, which, lets people, roam free and say whatever they want. Then you got Telegram over here, which pretty much lets people roam free and say whatever they want. Decentralized platforms, right? Decentralization. That's what Web3 is all about. It's all about ownership. Ownership. We say that all the time. Ownership, ownership, ownership. Okay, so for investors, the metrics finally validate Telegram's long monetization model. So along with announcing its AI deal, Telegram completed an oversubscribed $1.5 billion bond offering at a 9% yield with major backers including BlackRock, Citadel, and Mubadala, according to the Wall Street Journal. So you got companies like BlackRock and Citadel backing Telegram now. Come on, fam. The 5-year, this is crazy. The 5-year paper refinances debt from a 2021 convertible note that includes an IPO link conversion sweetener and implicit bet that Telegram will go public before 2030. So they're betting on Telegram to go public. They're literally betting on Telegram to go public before 2030. That's only a couple years from now. Everybody is getting a seat at the table, fam. All these companies, all these organizations, all these institutions that we are used to, they are getting a seat at the table. They are trying to figure out what company they need to partner with, what makes sense. Even Telegram, we're on Telegram every single day. Even Telegram got to get in with the mix. And remember, they was trying to jam up the CEO of Telegram several months ago. So the bond success surprised some market watchers, especially given the CEO's ongoing legal entanglements. But investors appear willing to price the risk as noise against Telegram's unit economics and growth profile. And then they talk about more about the, over in Paris, the legal cloud over the CEO. So despite operational momentum, a significant cloud looms over Telegram's CEO. So he may be a martyr. He may be another martyr. Pavel Durov, that's the CEO of Telegram. Remember, he got arrested in France this was August of 2024. And he got indicted on 12 preliminary charges, including non-cooperation with trial safety investigations. Durov remains under judicial supervision and is barred from leaving France. So my man can't even leave France. The CEO of Telegram cannot leave France. So damn, a May 12th court ruling blocked his planned trip to the United States to meet investors. So they trying to slow his bread up. He's trying to expand the operation, move to different frontiers and territories and stuff like that. And they trying to slow his bread up. But it's all good. Elon Musk apparently has his back. So the legal case would delay or derail IPO ambitions, raise government's concerns, and complicate global platform operations. It also emphasizes broader regulatory questions about liabilities of end-to-end encrypted app providers. So it's just on some technical stuff. So the Telegram timeline, just to give you a reminder, back in August of 2024, he was arrested. And then March of 2025, Telegram hit 1 billion users, and then monthly active users. Then May 12th, which was just a couple weeks ago, the French courts barred the CEO from his U.S. trip. He pretty much can't go outside of France and go to the U.S. And today is the deal that got announced, along with the 1.5 bond priced at 9% yield, which Citadel and BlackRock is backing. So this is major, fam. This is major. It's a lot of money being thrown around. It's a lot of bread being thrown around here. What's going on, Daniel? Yep, Elon definitely invested 300 M's today. Yep. They just throwing this bread around, fam. But they know they got to set themselves up. Like, all of this is going to be small money. Once all the big money really comes through, once all the big money really comes through and pushes through, man, it's gonna be crazy, fam. It's gonna be crazy. So this is the time to get involved. This is the time to really push forward. Don't steer off the track. Let me see if I had anything else. Let me see if anything jumped out at me, because this is big with Telegram. Because yesterday we was talking about Rumble, and now today we're talking about Telegram. All these platforms got to get a seat somewhere. Okay. Oh, Ripple donated what? Let's see. Let's see what this is talking about. This was about 30 minutes ago. So Ripple, it says Ripple donates skull of Satoshi sculpture to foster unity with the Bitcoin community. Oh, snap. So Ripple's trying to extend the olive branch. Ripple's trying to extend the olive branch. They like, yo, ain't no beef. We all gonna get money together. We're gonna donate a skull of Satoshi sculpture for you. Damn. Okay, let's see what they're talking about. Ripple has donated the controversial skull of Satoshi sculpture to the Bitcoin community in a symbolic move to foster cross-chain unity. You're gonna have to work together anyway, fam. We all listen, we all in the same boat. Whether you got Bitcoin, whether you got XRP, whether you got DAG, whether you got ZBEC, it don't even matter. We are all trying to come up. That's it. At least I feel like that's a common goal for everybody. We are all trying to get it going. We're all trying to come up, right? So the donation was made by during the Bitcoin conference today, marking an unexpected collaboration moment between two long-standing crypto industry rivals. Man, y'all gotta chill. Y'all gotta chill, fam. It's all about working together. It's all about coming up together. We know Bitcoin ain't going nowhere. We know XRP ain't going nowhere. So y'all might as well just, play nice, right? We all could just get along, right? What did my man say? Why can't we all just get along, right? So Brad Garlinghouse described the move as a symbolic gesture to promote dialogue and solidarity across the broader blockchain space, right? He emphasized that the sculpture now stands as a monument to Bitcoin's resilience and the crypto's industry collective promise. Damn, man. Damn. Now what they gonna do? What is the Bitcoin community gonna do? Because I know some of y'all Bitcoin maxis is up in here right now. I know some of y'all Bitcoin maxis is up in here right now. Are y'all gonna shake our hand? Well, listen, we we a part of XRP Army, but we a part of this segment that's not delusional. You know what I'm saying? So don't throw us in a bunch of the people that are just straight up delusional. Some of y'all are delusional in here for sure, but some of y'all understand the goal is to make money. The goal is to make ends, man. Right? It is what it is. So Bitcoin, XRP, we could work together, fam. That's what it is. All right. So let me see what else they saying in here. So he added, I hope that this gesture continues to remind folks that we, BTC, XRP, and other crypto communities have more in common than we think. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. That's all it's about. It's about getting to the bag. That's it. There doesn't need to be all this, hating and, beef or whatever. We all just trying to come up. There's only a small portion of us anyway. You could probably count on your hand, right? How many people you know personally that are into crypto, right? Besides the people outside of, Block Nation or and similar communities. How many people on the street, in your job, at your school are actually invested? Do you know hundreds of people? I doubt it. I doubt it, fam. So the development comes when tensions between Bitcoin and XRP communities have often flared. It was just flaring last week, right? Particularly over regulatory approaches and energy debates. So the Skull of Satoshi, what is this shit? All right. So Canadian artist Benjamin Von Wong created the Skull of Satoshi in 2023 as part of his Greenpeace USA's code of change of code campaign. The campaign encouraged Bitcoin developers to transition from energy intensive proof of work model to more sustainable proof of stake system. that Ethereum adopted back in 2022. So the sculpture aimed to provoke thought around the environmental impact of Bitcoin's proof of work consensus mechanism. It features a shadowy coder figure beneath a skull composed of e-waste, all set against industry backgrounds symbolizing energy use. However, the campaign was met with stiff opposition from the Bitcoin community, who pointed out that the moment was designed to vilify the top crypto. Man, jokers be thinking it's such a conspiracy against them, right? It's all good, fam. We all good here. We all good. Criticism intensified when it emerged that Chris Larson had donated $5 million to support the campaign, and some argued that Ripple's involvement in efforts to discredit Bitcoin. Y'all always be thinking it's ulterior motive, man. Maybe he just wanted to do something real nice. You know, these are billionaires we are talking about. Maybe he was just like, yo, this seemed like a nice tax write-off. You know, fruitful thinking, right? Wishful thinking. Ron Wong, so the guy that created it, maintains that the artwork was never intended to attack Bitcoin. Instead, so the guy that came out and created it said it is not intended to attack Bitcoin or the Bitcoin community. Instead, it was meant to inspire the industry and embrace a cleaner, renewable energy without compromising the core values of Bitcoin security, decentralization, and censorship resistance. So, yeah, Cash just got to chill out. Cash just got to chill out. We all in this to make bread. We all in this to make money, right? For the most part, I'm pretty sure that's a common goal of everybody that's on the live right now, right? It's all good. It's all good. I think that was it. If there's anything else that's big that comes about, I'll definitely go live again. But for now, I don't see anything to hold on. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Article I'm gonna go over. Shout out to Shay. So apparently Chase, let me copy this and put this up so I can read it to y'all. So apparently Chase Bank is shutting down all locations for 24 hours on Juneteenth. And Wells Fargo won't be much help neither. So Chase has confirmed it will shut down all 4,700 locations for 24 hours in weeks, right? So let's see what they saying. Let's see what they saying. Shout out to Shay for sending me this article. Appreciate it. Appreciate anybody that put something in the chat, put something in the Telegram. Make sure y'all in the Telegram. The link is in the bio. The link is in the bio for the Telegram. So Americans have had to put the bank blackouts already in this year. So they're shutting down Chase. They're shutting down Wells Fargo. Memorial Day, you already know it was just this past Monday, and already the retail and service industries are prepping for another major freeze. So the blackout is commemorating one of the most important days in U.S. history. So they're commemorating Juneteenth. Listen, Juneteenth ain't been a thing since the day before forever, and all of a sudden, it wants to get acknowledgement for the past several years. Crazy. Anything to close the banks down, right? This is because Juneteenth is coming up, June 19th, marking a holiday for the Emancipation Proclamation back in 1865. If you know the real story behind why the Emancipation Proclamation even had to happen, that's a whole nother thing. And y'all remember it became a federal holiday under Joe Biden. Maybe he thought black people was going to vote for him again. Given black people was going to vote for him again if he didn't even run again. That's the crazy thing. He didn't even want to run again. So maybe that's why they signed it into legislation for it to become a holiday back in 2021. So as a result, all major banks like Chase, Wells Fargo will be closed to recognize the holiday. So maybe this is another day to close the banks down. It's another day just to close the banks down. It's all good. It's all good. They're gonna run some more tests. They're gonna do what they need to do, and they're gonna prepare for this switch. They're gonna prepare for this switch, fam. The switch is coming. The switch is upon us. Listen, all you got to do is stay focused. All you got to do is stay focused. Listen, that's all I had today. If anything else comes up, I'll go back live again for sure. But if not, I will be back on tomorrow. If you're not in the Telegram, make sure you're in the Telegram group. Pull up in the Telegram. It's a lot of news in there. It's a lot of great people posting stuff, so you can get this information as soon as you can. You know, because sometimes we don't be right on the money. Sometimes life be life, and we be looking this way when we should be looking, that way at times. But we can't always look right. But that's why we got a community, fam, and we appreciate every single one of y'all that's in the community for sure, right? Everybody that be pulling up, giving a 2 cents. It all helps. It all helps, fam. Guaranteed, it all helps, right? Don't think just because it's a little bit of news here or a little bit of news there that we're not putting the pieces of the puzzle together, because we are, fam. We are, right? And shout out to Daniel with the super chat. BTC Maxis, I love y'all. Y'all can send BTC on XRPL in 5 seconds. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. BTC, XRP, we could all live in harmony, fam. We could all live in harmony, fam. We could all live in harmony. It's all good, right? Yeah, June 19th. So we'll see what happens in the coming weeks. I think June is going to be a big month for crypto. Remember when who was it? Was it Donald Trump Jr.? He tweeted out the March 31st date with the rainbow and everything. So we could be going into June hot. It's going to be a hot summer. It's going to be a hot summer. It's already hot down here. Listen, I'm in Florida. It's already hot down here, but it's going to be a hot summer. So make sure y'all stay focused. Y'all stay on the trek. Y'all stay on the path to leveling up, right? In this video game of life. Make sure you're connecting with your higher self. Make sure you're trying to stay healthy. Make sure you put in the right mental food in your mental, right? Whether it be books, podcasts, platforms like ours. Keep it going. Keep it going throughout the day. Keep it going throughout the weeks. Keep the conversation. Keep the juices flowing, fam. Because we are all we have, fam. It's not many of us that are actually in these assets. Do you still do consult? Yeah. Just hit me up. And me and Ash both do consultations. Oh yeah, just want to remind y'all, if you want to learn how to become your own bank, we're running another call. We ran one yesterday. We're running another call at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to learn about IULs, infinite banking, 401k protection, all that stuff, we're running another call, free call. You can learn all this stuff at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just send me a message and I'll give you the Zoom link and you can hop on the call. But yeah, we also do consultations and all that. But listen, make sure you guys are leveling up every single day, fam. Even the littlest thing, right? Just going to take a walk, going to the gym, right? Doing a little bit of exercising, doing mental exercises. All of it is going to help, because what is to come, man, y'all got to be prepared for it. Mally Artworks, thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Appreciate it. So listen, this is what we got to do. This is how we got to maintain, fam, right? Like Daniel said, have a plan, stay ready, take care of your mental and physical. Shout out to Crypto Queen over there on YouTube, man in the super chat, man in the chat, putting up the right information as people are coming in. Shout out to you, Crypto Queen over there. This is the time. This is your time. So I'll talk to you guys soon. If you're sending me a message, send it to me now. I'll check all my messages, and peace out.